Okay, so today I had to revamp this um, my pump here that I'm using for oil. I got this at Harbor Freight, and it is a transfer pump right there, and that's the rating on that. If you can see it. And what happened is I used the 3/4 inch out, and then I use a 4/3/4 inch in. But what happened is these here collapse on itself, like this right here. See the holes are collapsing? Today I'm going to make a rigid one. I'm going to show you a quick, simple, and easy way to do it, and it's going to be self-detached, so it'll be easier for me to put in and out, and I won't damage this pump, or I won't get this pump or oily or whatever. Anyway, you're going to need like a quick disconnect here, and then there's a 1-inch connector here that you'll be able to fit into the 3/4. Well, actually this is not designed for this thread. What I did was I put a bunch of Teflon tape in here, and then I screw that in, and it makes it perfectly. For this part here, I'm going to show you the part here, which is here. What I did was heat this up and then jam that in so it can fit nicely in there. On the pipe here, that fit perfectly in, and then I drill a bunch of small hole up here, but I drilled it up further than it's supposed to be. I believe this is like a 5-inch upward, because in case there's water or something, it won't suck that up. So in the bottom of my barrels, the 55-gallon tank, it'll still have that much left in case there's water or anything. And then I just use the same principle as these right here, but they make a 1-inch, and this is only like what, 50 cents a plug, so that way everything will draw through here. I counted the circumferences, and then I counted enough hole. This is more than adequate. It fits like maybe about 35 holes, but I did like 42, so I more enough. But if you need to, you can drill extra holes in there. The reason why I do this is that I don't want small debris, because sometimes when you get oil from other people, the debris of the oil will get to in the stuff, so when you pump it, you don't get that much. So sort of like a filter right there, but I will refilter it in my own way. But that's how it's gonna hook. Then I'm gonna unhook this here from here, and I need a vice grip. I'm gonna unhook it from here, and then I'm going to show you really quick how I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be a quick in connect, so it'll be easy to storage. It's only a few dollars extra, but it will save you probably a lot of time too. Oh shoot, a lot of oil coming out of that one. Anyway, the principle is to go through here like that. Okay, and then now I'll be able to just take this and snap this in like that, and then wing that down and drop that into the barrel. So the principle is, I'm going to walk over here and show you really quick. I know it's a mess. It's to go through up here. You get the idea. Open that, drop this in. I'm going to have to cut that stupid thing off right there. Drop that in so it can sit perfectly in here, and then your pump just sits on top of that, sort of like that. So I measure it's around right here, but like I said, underneath there, because of the holes, it'll leave like about 5-inch gap down there of the oil left, which could be water, debris, or whatever, and then you'll be able to connect that. And when you take the pump out, you can just disconnect that, and then that way the whole thing will come out, and then you can clean this. You can leave that there at the moment, or you can transfer that to another barrel and continue again and again and again. But anyway, So pretty much it's just take it out, so that way you'll be able to clean it and stuff. And the leftover, just dump it backward, let it drain out, and dump it right here, and then to see if you'll be able to get like a container and just drop it in, and then that way it'll hold the oil or the excess oil, whatever. But it's pretty, you can see the concept right there. I will make a second video once I have it pumping and stuff when I drop it in. But that's how you would design it. I mean, I think I thought about it a lot, and that's what the best I can come up with. And cheap too, practical and cheap. And it's pretty easy, and these are rigid, so it won't, I use, as you can see, when I use the non-rigid garden hose, it actually limit my intake. So this would be right here would be enough for the oil to pump out, because remember the pump is able to pump I believe like 1750 gallon per hour, but because of my limit I wasn't able to, so I had to go with the rigid pipe. So if you go with the rigid pipe, then the intake will be less, and then that way you can transfer more. I will make the second video once I set that up. So and I'll merge the video kit together, so it'll be one video. Okay, so this is the continue on. As you can see, I drop it in here. Now it fits nicely in there, and then it's just gonna connect right through here. Can you help me connect this? So you would just press that. Just help me connect that. And that's all there is. That's how quick it is. It just sits right there. And then now we're going to use that part here. Go over the fence right there, I guess. Go through there. And then just drop it in that hole. Yep, take that out. And we use this to shut off that, so that way it won't drip anywhere on you. So it's sort of like a shut off right here at the end. And then from here I just put a little connect right here with a stainless steel wire. So then I drop it in here so it can't come out, so pressure won't pressure it out. And then you can just clip it like this, and you can check if you want. Okay, turn it on please. Now let's see. And see, it start dripping already. It's gonna build a little pressure. And see, now it's a lot better. That streams a lot. I wasn't able to get that at all. See the stream? So that should be good now. Sorry. Camera's gonna have to off a little bit. And I'm gonna hook that in there so the thing won't come out. That's what I did that for. And it's pretty steady, slow. It's pump out a lot now. So which is good. So the step up would be, I guess, like that to make it natural. And then suck it from there. And that's it on that one. Pretty quick, easy, and simple setup. You can do the same thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make another quick connector here, but with a cap, so I can actually cap this up. so all the oil will get stuck in here, because then you don't have to fill this. You see where it says that you have to fill it before you prime it? So you actually prime it, but if you make a quick connect with a cap on it, you don't have to prime this at all, and it won't come out. So that's it on this video, and that's how easy to connect to 3/4 hose. But that should be it right there. That's your answer right there.